All right, welcome to this week's edition of Midlife Multis. How are we, lads?
Very good. Whitey, yourself? What's up? Tay-Tay?
Brilliant. It's Tuesday, cold beer.
Well, we'll celebrate that straight away.
Well, your team had a win, mate. You're the only one of us that's smiling.
The Eagles. We're back!
Hey, I'm smiling. What are you talking about?
Flag Coast.
Flag Coast. We are there. Hey, boys, did you actually...
Oh, who do you follow?
It was a really big win. Free, eh? You know that.
Do you realise we're all 1-1 on the ladder? This might be the only time I can say this all season. We're all 1-1.
Hey, look,
You've been at 10.
No, we missed out on percentage. We're actually 12. Okay, it's okay. You know, you've got top claims, then yourself. You're still in the 8. You're still in the 8. I'm just out of the 10. I'm 12. But I'll take it.
We were unlucky.
were you though?
Yeah, Pedlar's goal. Getting called back would have put us 14 up. Anyway, we weren't good enough on the day.
It also would have got me my multi, but
It would have got us our multi.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We were absolutely robbed.
Yeah,
It was a free kick though, right?
I don't know.
The contact below the knees. When I saw it, I thought, oh, I reckon they might call that.
It was a bit ticky-tack.
Yeah, but
He touches the ball, which I thought, no, maybe
Yeah,
he gets
he
away
went
with
for
that.
the ball.
He gets
Right.
the ball,
Well,
it creates the goal.
he gets dragged if he doesn't go for it.
Yeah, but technically he does dives at his feet. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be one of the things as the season goes on, which is going to come up very, very often as to, when the earpiece calls back a decision.
Yeah.
As games get closer and the year goes on and percentage and winning games means something else, it's going to make a difference. And people look back on that. There was another one, not that it mattered in the Eagles game, but originally the boundary umpire called it out, Waterman actually kicked it out and they called it back and paid the free kick, which is great.
Mm.
But there's going to be other things we're going to look at later and go like why?
this.
Oh, come on. Why wasn't it?
1 week ban now, thanks to your lad.
Patrick Ross, God almighty.
You gotta love him.
No!
Absolutely not. I love him about as much as I love Valentine.
And Ryan Crowley. Why do you guys
Oh,
always
I'm not-
have to get someone
Dude,
which is just an antagonist?
Crowley's on the no list. No, I did love him as a footballer, but when he beat up your wife.
Yeah, but hang on. We're making a rule.
Should you be making that statement?
No. She was on best. It doesn't matter. Why do you make...
reflective views of
We're making a new rule, only due to the fact there was an old rule built back in the 80s where you can't go and beat the absolute living crap out of someone, which should happen to Patrick Voss.
Yeah. Could
Yeah,
not
look,
agree
like,
enough.
it wasn't a great book, the taunt, but we want some characters in the game, don't we? Like, we don't want
Yeah, we love characters.
Yeah, but not
We
tosses.
don't want to we don't want to play like Adelaide did, you know.
No, here we go.
Hang on. Let's take a guy that I reckon has toned it down to the right level, which is Toby Green. When he first started, he was a Patrick, probably worse than Patrick was.
Well, he had a lot more talent.
But he was an absolute clown, just upsetting people constantly. Now he's got that right level of, let's stir the pot, let's get it right. And I think Valentine towards the end did the same thing. He was a serial pest, but he didn't overstep the mark. He was just a serial pest. Crowley, out there, but Voss just needs to tone it back.
I think it's a
And look-
prerequisite of a small forward like Toby Green and Stephen
today,
Milne and
They've talked to him about it. I didn't like the lifting up Langdon either. I thought that was a bit like, what are you doing? What's the point?
Yeah.
But
just a flex.
I'm all for a bit of attitude. It's probably touched too far.
Yeah, and it's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row. He needs to tone it back. Okay, boys.
Unless he kicks 6, then he can do whatever he wants.
Well, exactly.
or winner final.
Yeah. Winners are grinners.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter when it's up there. Now, if we're going to look at some key stats,
Go on.
your man Bang King, have a listen to this. He's only had 18 kicks
Yeah,
so far in his 2 games and kicked 16 goals, 1.
I know. He shouldn't have given that other one off, should he? But I reckon my pre-season bet for the Coleman's looking pretty solid.
Oh, absolutely
Barring injury, touch wood.
That's all of that, but
Yeah.
absolutely sensational effort. You just can't ask any more of a forward. But if we go down the other end of the scale,
Mm.
and unfortunately I'm going to pick on one of your blokes,
Yeah, go ahead.
and it's in his surname, J.A. Miss. Like, we hoped so much, and we spoke about him like we thought he was actually going to step up. You know, he's had 14 disposals, 8 kicks for 1 goal, 1. And we hoped a lot more of him
as well.
Yeah, and we hoped a lot more of him. There's still plenty of time to turn it around, but
Yeah, I was okay with Jai's game last week. Thought he got up and down the ground a little bit okay. Like he needs some confidence by the looks of it. Looks like he's playing without confidence, and his timing's a bit off. Like even his push off is like too early, so the defender can get back to him. Yeah, maybe he needs a spell. I don't think what we've got underneath him is better though, so I would keep him in there personally. Let's hope he can turn around.
The other one I did notice and occurred in your game was when we look at the ruckman and the changing of the ruckman, and this is another rule, sometimes they're calling where they cross over, and the other times they're calling when they, you can clearly see the screen. It doesn't get called. So the central umpire, the earpiece needs to start calling that, because sometimes it gets called, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, we need consistency across the board.
And if we talk about ruckman, and this was a massive thing on the weekend. Max Gorn played a brilliant game the previous week. Came across and just too tired.
Well, I flagged it last week, didn't I?
Yeah,
He's old enough now. He might be 10-day Gorny.
Yeah, and the problem being is, and yet your man Darcy didn't dominate over him. And
didn't.
Where does that leave Darcy? Because that is a talking point.
It is. I thought Darcy played better this week than he did round 1. So I'm happy. Again, I think he's better than Mason Cox. He's only playing limited minutes. I think he'll improve into the season. I'm happy keeping him in there currently. I am a bit worried about our ability to run games out. So
I think Champion Data had him as the 21st ranked ruckman in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's his worst game.
It would be.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a great start to the season. I just thought this week was better than his first, and I'm hoping he can continue to improve.
Well, you're 1-1. It gives you hope, because you've got, if J.M. Miss comes in and Darcy plays better, and you've got Cox can come in.
Well, you got Richmond this week with no ruckman.
Yep.
No senior players
as
long as Freo show up.
Yes, and we'll probably come back to that game later in the Let It Ride. But other games to watch this weekend is probably one is your boys, Cats versus the Crows over there.
Yeah, we've got a lot of injuries at the moment. I'm not making excuses, but it looks like Jordan Dawson and Worrell are going to be out as well for us now. Dangerfield is out for the Cats, which helps. We've got some challenges. Archie's out for 3 months.
They're 2 big outs for me.
3 big outs.
Yeah.
Worrell has been
You're
fantastic
already-
this year.
You're already probably a midfielder short. So to lose your best.
And a key defender
A
as
key
well.
defender.
Yeah. No, I think we're going to find it tough. I wouldn't have us as game of the round this week. We certainly were last week, and the 6-point finish kind of proved that.
Yeah, it was tight, but you really did that. Tried to not get in the shootout, which is probably smart coaching, but just too far, right?
We just held the leash too long. We tried to maintain possession in the first half, where we should have gone down the line like we did in the second half, and that's when we opened up their defence. Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting game. That's definitely one to watch this week. The other one is the Lions just need to get a win. They're playing St Kilda. St Kilda haven't been that great. Lions are been poor, but they just need to chalk one up, don't they?
Yeah, I think the Lions will beat up St Kilda. I don't rate the Saints.
They haven't been awful. I finally jumped off St Kilda last week, and then they go and win, so that was disappointing. But I can't place them just yet. I had them going better than last year at the start. They put up 2 pretty average performances, and then they come out and beat GWS, who had a great first week, or round 0, whatever it was, and then have gone 4-4.
Yeah,
So
I've got a bold prediction for this week. I've actually had a little wager on it. Carlton Melbourne, the draw, at $61. I'm not saying it's 0-0, but it'll be pretty close.
Yeah.
But at $61, I'm willing to find out.
Yeah, but it's just Melbourne coming on the travel back. That's always a hard thing.
Well, can't come off a buy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Neither team knows how to win.
Yeah.
Neither team. I didn't see anything from Melbourne that should have beaten St Kilda if St Kilda had beaten GWS. So we're still not really sure on the form, are we?
No, we're not going to know the form until round 7. We should have beaten the Bulldogs. We were ahead. We took the breaks. We pumped the brakes when we shouldn't have. The whole season would have been on its head if we'd beaten them. Suddenly the Bulldogs aren't the team to beat.
I still don't think they're the team to beat.
Well, if you're taking a sneaky one at 61,
yeah.
I think the other one which you probably should look at is, I reckon the Port Adelaide coaches, as we speak, would be spending a fair bit of time looking at video from the last 2 weeks on the Eagles. They've lost their captain, Port. They're a bunch of young guys who've suddenly got a head of steam. At $4.30, the Eagles, they played the great second half against Gold Coast.
What's the line in that game? Do you know?
19.5.
I'd be taking Eagles at the line. Yeah.
It's I think it's 18.5 and 19.5, $1.90.
Yeah.
Port are no good, especially without Rosie. You can probably, if you want to make a moral of it, take your own line, $1.50 or whatever. Yeah.
Well, here we go. Do you want me to chuck out a little multi now?
Please.
Okay, let me chuck out a little multi now.
Go for it.
Okay. The line on the Freo game is 48.5. At $1.90.
45 mil of rain.
Yeah. And Freo do not bury teams.
Hang on, but it might not happen. It's on this chucking out, if the rain does come in, at this stage it's only 30. They've already brought it back to 30 mil of rain, so it might not happen. But let's say if you chuck Freo in the line at $1.90, you actually take the Eagles at 4.30, you can wrap that up for $8.20. So,
Well, get on board. Put that up on the socials.
we'll whack that one up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I'm taking that one. Can't back the Eagles.
Do we talk about Essendon at all? Are they the new wooden spoon?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you can do, because when you look at Richmond, even though they've lost Lynch and they're going to struggle a little bit, but you could see some improvement. You look at North.
How good is he?
Oh, he is a jet. You and
Unbelievable.
I watched him a couple of weeks ago. So good.
So
But
good. And you look at North.
Yeah.
North have improved. Let's talk about the Saladins. North
Yeah.
have improved. The Eagles have improved. Essendon. As a supporter, you just turn around and go wow.
It's 308 days since their last win.
The Eagles?
No, Essendon.
Well, do you know what's 308 days?
16 losses in a row.
Hang on, do you know what's 308 days for the Eagles?
I don't.
And they came home like a thumping V8 and won against North. It was fantastic.
Do you think he'll survive if they get to 20 losses in a row?
I reckon they've been stitched up
I don't think they've got a choice.
by the Eagles, actually.
I think they stitched themselves up by not trading Zach Merritt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly right.
But
3 first rounders would be pretty handy right now.
you sat through the last 3 years watching the Eagles closely. Injuries, not fit. Essendon went and poached the Eagles fitness guy. I reckon the Eagles have just talked him up to get him out of there.
I don't think that's an issue at all. The reason we struggled is because we turned around. We sold all our futures.
Yeah, but you haven't been fit for 3 years.
No, but we sold
Until
all our
this year,
we sold all our
Upgraded
futures.
your
Yeah,
fitness guy.
Essendon's
Let's go
problem isn't
back.
fitness, it's lack of heart.
Let's go back in time.
They're not working.
Let's go back in time. What do the Eagles?
Maybe they can't.
Greg, where did the Eagles go wrong?
The Eagles couldn't.
Where did the Eagles go wrong? It's not the fitness coach. We sold the farm to try and buy a premiership with Tim Kelly. We gave away all our futures picks. It didn't work.
It's always more than just one thing, right? But the fitness
that
guy
is-
isn't
Well, you're
important
saying
piece.
it's one thing. You're saying it's a fitness guy.
I just think the Eagles might have given him a glowing reference when they didn't believe
I
it.
don't think it's fitness at the Bombers. I think it's lack of effort. They're not running for the ball. They're not spreading.
If
They're
you
not,
cannot
Maybe
recruit,
they can't.
if you cannot
I
recruit
disagree,
players,
Greg. Yeah.
if you cannot recruit players, and look at the Eagles, we have not been able to recruit players. Look what's happened now. We actually went to the draft. We got Harley Reid. We had one last year, but our other draft picks were that far down, right? 2 years ago. We still struggled. This year we recruited well. It takes time to build it. But we weren't in the draft for 3 years. We sold the farm to buy a premiership after 18 to go back to 20. COVID hit, it all went south, we know that. But if you don't have picks in the draft, you can't rebuild. Essendon had a great chance to get rid of Zach Merritt, buy draft picks, and you can start to rebuild. They're looking around, there's nothing there.
You know, I hear you. I'm saying Essendon had a basket case for injuries and performance. Right? They went and got the Eagles high performance manager, who also had a basket full of injuries and lack of performance. Doesn't make any sense.
I think we agree to disagree and move on.
We shall do. Now,
You guys don't get it.
let's talk.
Well, I'm the only sports scientist here, so I'll just
Sports.
And tell me your physique.
Okay, here's the sport. We want to talk about sports science.
long time retired.
I'll ask you one question as a sports science person then.
Absolutely.
Okay. How can you be a professional athlete if you have 100 days off a year?
No, it's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense.
Right,
No.
I rest my case. I don't care who your sports professional is. If you're a professional athlete and have 100 days off a year,
Well, yeah,
It's
we've had
the
this
guys-
conversation before. Like, you
It's-
guys got the guy from Freo who took over from Jason Weber.
no. It's the
And he was
guys.
good for Freo, and he's been good for you. You can see it in your guys' physiques. They're fitter.
No, because they came back fitter.
Yeah.
They had nothing to do with the sports science coach.
Such nonsense.
What, was he there
Yes.
in the off season
Yes.
telling
Absolutely.
the guys what to do?
Absolutely. Who
No.
do you think would do their programs? He did.
No, it's the players want to do it.
Yeah, we just
You're-
got to do the programs.
We'll have this discussion with Dangerfield, who turns around in he's on his retirement plan. He still wants to be playing when he's 40. By the time Dangerfield finishes, they'll only be playing 100 days a year.
Danger just wants to go fishing when he's not playing, which is fair enough. Don't blame him.
All right, let's move on.
Okay, now on a more successful scenario, let's talk about let it ride. We start off with 600 units. We turn around each week. We've got to pick one bet, one winning side. We chuck it all on. Let's hope we get that win. Next week, we roll it all in. So the first week we had Gold Coast.
Yeah.
The next week we had
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast. Last week we had Freo. Okay,
Smart.
now look through this week.
Keep the pattern going.
Yeah, I don't think I can argue with that. I think we have to go with Freo again.
It's Freo this week.
Yeah.
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 There's no value in $1.05.
There's no value, but it's not about value. It's about the inevitable.
Yeah.
And inevitably, if Freo lose, we're going to cane you.
Yeah.
And you can find holes in every other team, right? Like,
It's the one game that should win.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, when you look at it, catch crows, that's hard. Pies, GWS.
Who knows?
Start of the season would have gone GWS, but with their injuries, now to put a big question mark over that.
And losing to St Kilda. Right?
Exactly right. That's a big question mark.
I think we tick the box, stay alive for a week and hope for some value in the coming weeks.
Well, we started with 6, we're at 8.68. We'll
So,
take the $1.05.
Yeah.
What are we about? $1, averaging about $1.12?
$1.12 we're averaging at the moment. So if we can average $1.15 through the year, we'll be exactly where we want to be.
Yeah, but even $1.12 is still 14k or something. That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all good. Okay, that's been the AFL review, and we've covered Let It Ride. We're on Freo. Check it out on the Multis on Instagram. They'll roll out Thursday, Friday, across the weekend. So have a good weekend, punters. Okay, welcome back to Midlife Multis. Let's go to Silks and Sulks and have a bit of a track review. What a great weekend of racing it was last weekend.
It was tough on the punt though for favourite backers. Luckily I found a couple of at odds and I think Greg did as well. How did you go, Dad?
Not that great. My multi fell over with Jimmy Starr.
Mate, Jimmy Starr is my
Jimmy.
sick bet of the week.
He was in everything. Wasn't he awful?
Oh, well,
He just
He,
stunk
he,
it
he,
up.
didn't- he went back to the stable with 2 black eyes and a throat full of sand.
Yeah.
He's come up okay, but
He was still awful. Like, Angel Capital came from behind him and went straight past him. He was.
he had a trachea full of mud
It was-
and 2 black eyes, mate. That's a steward's report.
Yeah.
So he had excuses. I think he ran pretty well
Oh,
considering.
it's a forgive. And, you
And-
know he's better than that.
well and
the
truly.
other sick bet of the week is the Caulfield track. The
Ah.
inside lanes were
Yeah.
completely dead, and that's where he was. He couldn't get off the fence. So I think it's a forgive for Jimmy Star. It was a sick beat because it was the leg of all our multis.
Oh,
absolutely.
well and truly.
But there are excuses for it.
There are. In saying that, the winner in Jigsaw, which is our best the week before, was
True.
good. It ran a good time.
And it sat 4 off the
Good
fence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well done.
6 wide at one point.
Clever ride, eh?
Yeah, very
Really
good.
clever ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learned what the track was doing and rode it to effect. But the other one you got to look at, is the absolute standout. It's got to be J-Mac. Broke the record of group runs, went past the great Damien Oliver. Now at 1:30, you just get on J-Mac and group ones, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Although I thought you would have had a sick beat in there. Didn't you and Tay go head to head at Ascot and
Yeah, absolutely.
bottle of tequila on it, from memory?
No, it's a shot of tequila.
Please. Yes, Bonjoy the Supermare. Seriously, that eccentric nature against Bonjoy. When you saw her at Bunbury, you saw she was back in form.
Oh,
Right.
but seriously, with 300 to go, you go Bonjour needs to get up, and it was a great run down the outside again.
Had them covered comfortably.
Oh,
CJP knew what he had under the hood.
I didn't say it's comfortable.
It's coming away. It's eased down on the line.
It did not ease down the line. It was
Oh,
still full
very soft.
tack at the line.
Must
Whitey,
have-
it's soft on the line.
It was pretty soft on the line.
Yeah.
I think I had Freo's fitness coach from last year.
But that run, at the turn, it didn't look like it was going to get there, but then came home magnificent.
It's-
Yeah, great run. Great run.
She's
by her.
running against those types like she did in Bunbury. We weren't sure if she was back.
Yeah. No, she's come back.
Yeah.
Really
She
good.
will beat that sort of field every time.
Yeah.
So can I talk about one race which unfortunately I didn't have a bet on, but it really impressed me, and I think there's big things in its future, and that's Machine Gun Gracie, the WA mare.
Oh, yeah, good run.
Mate,
Finally cracked it with the Hayes boys over in Sydney, and I feel a little bit sick that I didn't
yeah,
back it.
absolutely.
Um,
I didn't have a bet in that race.
no,
But when she just brained them, I was just I didn't think she was actually capable of that one.
but I tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to let her go around in the Sydney Cup without my hard earned on.
Oh, definitely.
She's
Definitely.
currently paying 11s.
Was that right?
She's going to the Sydney Cup. Her racing pattern means she's going to be leading or top 2. She's going to be in it a long way. She's going to give herself every chance. She's not going to be riding for luck.
It's a whole new pain barrier though, right? What Sydney Cup was it?
3200, yeah.
It's,
She'll get it.
you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have some money on that for
Until
sure.
it's it. You'd be waiting though, right? You wouldn't be taking 11s now.
I'm taking 11s now. Yeah.
What's she going to run in that's going to shorten her before the Sydney Cup?
I don't know. I just don't want to miss out on the odds. Yeah. I don't think she's going to blow out, put it that way.
Yeah, but 11s untested over 32. The 11s will probably.
They all are.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the 11s will hold up. You can wait until you see a barrier.
Well, it won't matter because she's going to lead.
You love your futures.
I do love my futures. And it won't matter because she's going to lead anyway. It doesn't matter what
If you
barrier she
can't tell,
gets.
I'm a little bit anti.
Yeah. It's not like Jimmy Say getting 1 and being trapped on the barrier because it missed a kick by 1.5.
Yeah.
She's not going to. She's going to jump and lead regardless.
Yeah, look, she was
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
She was good.
The other one that was impressive on the weekend is Autumn Glow. How far does it go?
It's there. If she gets 2,000, she wins. Or if she goes.
Can't believe she's underdogs in the underdog in the Queen Elizabeth at the moment.
They don't know where they're going to take her. But
If she goes to the Doncaster against She's an Alibi, we are catching up at a pub and watching that race.
Oh,
yeah.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been on She's an Alibi,
Yeah.
but
it's the race we all want to see.
we've got to
most
see it,
definitely,
yeah.
Most definitely.
Even as good as She's Alibi is, I think if she gets the distance, she still wins.
She can have no weight. She's an Alibi.
Yeah.
Jamie's going to be riding at 48.5 kilos. She's already fasting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That will be a ripper.
Oh, we saw her in Bunbury.
Yeah.
Well, she gave him windburn.
Yeah.
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 It's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Well, the other one, we haven't got any fields out yet, but WA stay at Ascot. That should be,
I want to touch on Oram Bell still.
Oh, yeah, go.
Yeah, we
Go.
mentioned she was super impressive again. I thought it was incredibly soft. I'm sure she's into Caracat favouritism now.
Masachino, favourite.
Yeah. Say again?
Masachino, his favourite.
For the Caracat.
Yeah,
Even when she blew it away.
yeah,
Still,
yeah.
they can't be going there, right? They must know.
It mustn't be going there. Yeah.
Can't be.
Yeah.
Because that was soft as. Like, she looks like she's got something. I think she'll make it East Coast.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was a fan. I
Yeah.
backed her last week.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the 2 bucks.
Did you? I got 220 on the day.
Oh, I looked, it was $1.50. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Change apps.
Start to
Yeah,
be
it
right.
came down to
I'll just-
$1.55 by jump.
I'll just watch. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But what's on the East Coast this week?
Well, I wouldn't be betting in Perth for one because we're going to have 60 mil of rain between Friday and Saturday, and none of our horses are familiar with the slop, so I'll be sitting it out. And Ascot itself doesn't really handle the slop.
I think you'll be able to watch, and there'll be a track pattern if it gets sloppy, and you'll be able to make some decisions late. But yeah, not.
Yeah, we're back at Flemington this week, but we haven't seen the barriers yet, so
Yeah.
I think we'll just have to drop our tips on the
Yeah,
on the
on the
socials. Yeah,
we'll find stuff.
It's still a little bit distant. That at 2,400, the Oaks, it's still only a Group 3. It should be a Group 2.
well, it's just WA.
Yeah.
We're not getting the horses, unfortunately.
It's disappointing.
Group 3 is where it sits. It's not a Group 2 race. It's not
Yeah.
a Group 2 field.
But the big horses are coming here soon. Looks like Jigsaw's coming over for the Quokka.
Yeah.
You're hard to beat around Ascot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It will be good.
It'll
go.
be interesting to see.
I am going
Yeah.
to Quokka. You coming?
Yeah, if Bjorn's runner comes across again.
Overpass.
Yeah.
Won it last year.
Those two fighting it out for the lead.
No,
Put a bit of pressure on each
Joker's
other.
won last year.
Oh, sorry.
Joker's won,
Yeah,
yeah.
so Gordon.
Yeah.
Joker's grin.
Yes.
Oscar's
Sorry,
Fortune
pass,
could
unfortunately.
have something to say about it.
Looks like it's back, right?
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, did.
Really good.
Oh, well, check out the Instagram. The multis will be up. You'll probably see quite a few whiteys and some from Tay Tay, and I might chuck one or two in myself. So check that out on the Instagram. Follow us for that, and catch us next week for some Silks and Sulks. Welcome back to Midlife Multis. Let's grip it and rip it. Bit of a golf recap.
Fitzy, we got him home. We got him
home.
home at 15s.
Well done, Whitey.
Yeah,
Loved
no,
it.
it
Nice
was
day.
good, yeah. So, from a units perspective, if you'd followed us from get-go, we're now up 21 units just on the golf.
Yeah, nice.
So, it's a handy little collect for us, and hopefully we can keep it rolling again this week. So
Wow.
this week we're at Houston for
Houston.
the Shriners
Mm.
at Memorial Park, which is a Doak course, which had a refurb with the
Grabbing
assistance
stakes,
of
seen that.
Brooks Koepka a couple of years ago.
If you find the winner, we're getting steaks.
Steaks and prawns, mate.
Yeah.
I just,
And of course, we know who won it last year.
Min Woo.
Min Woo,
Yep,
with a course record of 20 under.
he did.
It
Yeah.
was unbelievable.
He shot a 62, which was pretty impressive, but not as good as Tony Finau 2 years ago when he set the ultimate course record. So let me describe the course to you briefly. It's an absolute brute of a course. It's par 70, 7,500 yards. Par 70.
It's massive.
Right, it's huge. Unique setup, 5 par 3s and 3 par 5s.
Yeah.
The fairways are really wide, 34 yard average, and the rough is quite short. So it's kind of counter to what we've had the last few rounds, where it's been really important to be not so much short, but setting yourself up with a good position up the tee because the rough's so penal. But here, it really rewards bombers. You know, you just want to go as far as you can and come in with the shortest irons. So the greens at this course are what protects the course. They've removed nearly all the bunkers. They've got 19 bunkers left on the course, which is the lowest in the PGA. But the greens are heavily tiered, and if you don't manage to stick them, you roll off about 20, 30 yards. So you're coming in with these Augusta-like chip shots. So what you want is you want your big hitters that are coming in with high lofted wedges that can stick to the green. You don't want to be coming in with 3 irons, 4 irons, because you're just not going to stop it.
I thought I saw a thing that Min Woo Lee changed to a lower pitch. Was that after this?
That was off the tee. He was hitting stingers off the tee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The game's the distance. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very windy. Like for this week, for example, if you're in the afternoon group on Thursday and Friday, you're dealing with up to 55 km/h gusts.
Yeah.
So you've got to hit a stinger.
Yep.
And that's what Minwoo was doing last year. Minwoo is a freak around the greens as well. He's long off the tee, a freak around the green, and that's what you really want on this course. I kind of narrowed it down to a few that kind of fit that. Chris Gotterup, most people probably don't know him, but he's already won twice this year. He's number 1 longest driver on course. On tour, sorry. And he's going to be my each way bet for 1 unit each way for first round leader. He's got a tee time of 8:20. He's going to get out before the winds come in. And at 26 to 1, I think he's a good bet.
First round leader though.
First round leader.
Not across 4 days.
Nope. I'm not saying he won't win it over 4 days, but he has a knack of having one bad hole on a Sunday. Yeah.
Like a lot of them, right?
Yeah, but he's very good on an opening day. And like the other person, Minwoo, who can choke on a Sunday, we love him, we support him, we want him to win. I'm going to go him 1 unit each way for first round leader. He tees off in the morning. He's at 23s, and he's off the 10th tee. So don't get nervous if you see him +1, +2 after 3 holes. The 3 toughest holes on this course are 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
If you get past that, even or 1 over, you're building a really solid round.
But do you get a bit of an advantage then if you're playing off 1?
Definitely, because you've got momentum.
And you got a bit of like feeling good about yourself.
You get the swagger, you get the Greg head wobble if you saw his last video.
I saw it, I was like, I don't know about that fucking wobble. It's like,
Yeah, no, you're spot on, and that's why I went Gotterup, because he's off the first tee. And I think for bombers, they really need to free the shoulders and just get some confidence in their really wide fairways. I think if you can start par, birdie, you're just going to open up the shoulders and swing freely.
So who have you gone?
Well, I went those 2 for the first round leaders.
Yep.
And then I've gone someone who I've gone before, Jake Knapp. He's 34s to win it. How do I say this without being disrespectful? He's like a Timu Scotty Scheffler. He's a number 2 to Scotty Scheffler. He ticks every box. He's so long off the tee. He's a better putter than Scheffler. He's number 1 in scoring average. He's number 4 in scrambling. He's number 2 in putting. He just sets up for this course.
Okay, so if you look at my notes here, because we haven't colluded here at all.
Not at all.
I've gone first round Minwoo,
Yep.
and I've gone Jake Cap as well
There you go.
for the overall. He's had 4 top 10 finishes.
Yep.
I agree with that. He's actually number 2 on the putting,
Yep.
but more important, he's number 2 on the scrambling around.
Yeah. Correct.
So he's probably got the longest drive out there.
Well, he is. He's top 4.
Yeah, they actually they had him down as 8. But anyway,
You're splitting hairs at 4 and 8.
yeah. But when we're looking at 2 on the course of the green,
But he's number 1 for scoring average.
yeah,
And number 1 for bogey avoidance, which is going to be huge.
that was the other point I was
Yeah.
going to bring up. Bogey avoidance, the way he scrambles and his putting and his short game is elite, and that's what you need on these greens.
Yeah, correct.
Is to actually land it on the green, make it stick, and then putt well.
Yeah.
And
I think he's got the game that will hold up for 4 days.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Scheffler Scheffler can come out and win this, right? He's finished second 3 out of the last 4 years. He hasn't won this course, but he's finished second 3 out of the last 4 years.
He's
So
been
he's-
off the ball, hasn't he?
But I wonder if Chef might use this purely as a warm-up for Augusta.
True.
You know, I don't know if he needs to win it, where some of these other guys really need some wins.
I don't think that matters for Chef. I mean, he's got to find form, right? Like he's been not to his usual standard.
No.
So
And the worrying thing for Chef is that he's actually trending the wrong way.
Yeah.
He's not trending the right way into Augusta. He's. You go back 12 months ago.
it's unbeatable. It's great.
Well, his average approach shot this time of the year leading into Augusta was 8 foot from the pin. He's now at 26 foot.
Yeah.
That's significant.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on Min Woo and who else for first round later?
Min Woo and Goddard
Min Woo and got her up?
and Jake Knapp for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll go 2 units each way on Jake
Yeah.
Knapp.
Yeah, I'm on Min Woo and Jake Knapp as well.
Yeah.
No, I'm just following you boys in.
Okay, done. Now, talking about who is playing exceptionally well,
My man.
Bryson.
Yeah.
You know, he's won the last two live. You know, one in Singapore at 14 under, one in a playoff, went to South Africa, 26 under, but still had to win on a playoff in the first hole as well. You know, so he is absolutely going sensational.
Have you had an early sniff at him for the Masters yet?
I haven't looked. Worthwhile looking at.
Yeah.
But there's a guy that's, you know, we talk about Scheffler who needs to turn his form around. This is a guy that's
He's
formed-
finding it at the right time. Yeah.
But the sad part is, you know, Liv's not again until April 16.
Mm.
You know, so there's that break for the Masters. Liv takes off after the Masters again. So, but yeah, ripping form to go into the Masters.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
And smoking it off the tee, which is what
Oh.
you need at the Masters.
unbelievable. Just hitting it so well, fairway after fairway. But to go 14 under and 26 under, you know, 4 races in terms of teams. They won in Singapore. In South Africa, it was, you know, the Crushers. Unfortunately, the Ripper boys didn't do that well. They finished about 8th. But, you know, overall, they're still leading it.
Did you see Bryson's flop shot over the bunker?
Yeah.
Didn't even hit the red.
Nah, just straight
Didn't
in.
hit the green.
Just straight in.
Yeah.
Just slam dunked it. Unbelievable
He is a
shot. So he's going to be one to watch in the Masters. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We've got the Houston PGA leading up this weekend, so
We should do an early preview of the Masters. We should do a 5-minute one in a couple of weeks. But
we will do.
I'll tell you one person to watch is our winner from last week, Fitzy. He's got a game for the Masters.
Yeah.
What about this week for Fitzy? No good?
He's not playing.
No. Fair enough.
Yeah.
He's taking the time off to celebrate.
Yeah.
Like it.
Okay, that's Midlife Multis. That's been Rip and Rip It, and we'll catch up with that next week. Welcome back to Midlife Multis. This is Two Flies Up a Wall, where we look at all the different sports you probably don't normally look at. This is where we look at some other sports apart from the AFL and the golf. So, sad on the weekend, boys. Tillies couldn't get it done against Japan.
No.
Nah, I didn't like the ceremony for a second place medal. But the girls didn't look like they enjoyed it either.
No one does.
Well,
No.
Freo would, but
They've got one of those, haven't they?
No, we don't. We've never come second.
you
Yes,
did
you
to
did.
Hawthorn in a prep.
No, we lost.
You still got the second medal, mate.
No
And,
such thing.
and there is no such thing because as you leave the stadium, you just put them in the bin as you leave. That's what happens with it when you get a runners up.
You got your participation awards each
Yeah,
year.
well,
No
that's,
thanks.
unless you're at the Olympics, you take a silver and a bronze.
Yeah.
We can all pass on that.
Okay. Just as a quick side note, one worth mentioning, young WA tennis player, Taylor Gibson. Started the year outside the top 100.
Mm-hmm.
Finished in the round 16 in Miami. Got knocked out. Rankings come out next Monday. She'll probably be inside the top 50.
How good.
Like, so great effort from a young WA tennis player. So be interested to see where she goes. Unfortunately, she lost to world number 2, but playing some sensational tennis. So someone we got on the up and up.
What about a young WA female golfer?
Oh, Hannah Green.
Bam.
Bam. 4 in a row.
What a jet.
Unbelievable. Yeah,
That's
Richie
fine,
Smith.
isn't
Richie Smith's going all right, isn't he? the stable at the moment.
Well, let's see if you can get one across with
Minwoo on the weekend.
Minwoo on the weekend as well. But yeah, unbelievable.
What happened to the 36ers, mate? That was
Wow.
the most disappointing game of basketball.
I don't
in a
know.
long time.
I don't know what's happened. Like,
That was I thought the Kings would win, but not double the score.
no, and yeah, obviously, you know, my cousin plays for the team. I support the team. 44 points in a grand final.
I actually had some real hope for you guys after what the Wildcats did. They lost by a point and then didn't lose by that much. And I thought maybe the Kings are getting a little bit tired and the 36ers can really take it up to it with Bryce or it. Just didn't happen.
Well, they shut Bryce down. They had 13 points or something. Yeah.
Triple teamed him, and no one else from Adelaide could stand up. It was a.
I don't
average
think
game
that anyone
basketball.
else has been able to stand up. When I say that, they
Better.
can, but they haven't been coached to stand up.
You're
right?
better than that, surely, though, right?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
It's is it Friday or Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Saturday night this week.
Saturday night.
We'll find out. At home in a packed powerhouse, I'm sure we'll give it a better effort than
Yeah.
last week.
Let's hope so. We need it to happen.
Everyone wants game 3, don't they?
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Especially the promoters.
Apart from Greg.
Well, the Wildcats are out, so.
Well, the promoters always love game 3.
Yeah.
I'll
You know.
focus on. Okay.
But thanks for bringing it up, mate.
That's all right. I
Appreciate
just
it.
thought you'd like that.
Okay, well, let's move to the F1. This weekend we're off to Japan because we get a bit of a break because of the war happening in Iran. So we missed two races now in the UAE.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at Japan this weekend and we don't go to Miami until about May, 3rd of May. So
Okay.
we've got a bit of a break. There was talk that we could possibly get a couple of fill-in races, whether go back to Japan or back here to Melbourne. That hasn't happened, so it's just a big break. But unfortunately, I think it's going to be another pretty boring race. Mercedes are just that far out in front. They, under the new regulations, they just seem to have got it sorted. You know, whether it's Russell, whether it's Antonelli, and then Ferrari seem to be a distant second behind Mercedes,
Yeah.
and then there's the rest.
Mm.
McLaren can't do anything. I think, as I said, the safety car's done more laps than Oscar Piastri at this point in time. It's so whether they can get something in. A bit unfortunate they actually had, 2 failures.
When did the first lot of upgrades come? Is that?
I think in Miami now, there's going to be some real heavy conversations with this break between Japan and Miami. I think the F1's held it back at this point in time, but let's see what happens during that break because it just hasn't worked.
Yeah.
And no one's really got around it yet. Mercedes seem to have got there, but you look at McLaren, 2 cars dead, 2 different problems. They just go like, how unfortunate, but we don't know.
Yeah.
And you look what Piastri in Melbourne spun out, and suddenly the car just chucked him up an extra 100 kilowatts. So
there's no value?
Well, yeah, they don't have Cornellas, unfortunately. You could go Russell and Antonelli, but they're just sharing at this point.
There
Yeah.
are some bookies that do Canals.
Yeah, and that's probably it.
Do you throw it into a leg of a multi or something? What odds are we getting?
Just watch.
It's just a spectator sport.
Yeah.
It really is. And Japan's hard to pass.
Yeah.
So I think they qualify, they go well. Let's see what happens with the changes.
Yeah.
And if there is any changes in the meantime, then we waltz on to Miami because Miami should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be good. So, anything else, boys? Toto?
Yes, I got a punt I found a bit of left field.
Okay, good.
Go on, let's go.
The World Men's Curling Championships
Love it.
starts
Love it.
on the 1st of April.
Yeah.
Scotland are favourites.
Mm-hmm. Against the Irish.
But no. Sweden are about the 5th line of betting, right?
Yeah.
But they've got the best skipper of all time in Nick Eden. I reckon he might just lift for the World Championships at $8. I reckon
You still got his shirt on your wall?
they're worth a little ticky. No, but I don't mind Swedish people.
Yeah. The women are alright.
I just. Oh, I thought that.
If we're going to digress for a moment, like I wouldn't mind being at Rose Hill last Saturday. Yeah, because our champion opening batsman, look, Grace Hay, at the Golden Slipper, like better than Red Riding Hood.
Didn't say it. But legitimately,
He's got his Swedish colours on.
legitimately, the women's championship was just on, and I went down a bit of a rabbit hole. I think Sweden came in at $8.
All right. We're loading up
2 units.
Done. Sounds good.
on the socials.
Yeah.
Get it.
Whack that one up there.
Yeah. Keep a spreadsheet for your
Yeah.
curling. Yeah. My hobby horsing will be coming back soon.
What was that? I did look at table tennis as well, but I couldn't quite get it over the line, isn't it?
Nah.
I've got
Well,
hobby horsing and cornhole for next week.
Cornhole championship. Yeah.
Getting close to the
Excellent.
hobby horse, not
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I did actually see like a hobby horsing review where this girl actually scored a perfect 10 or whatever it was.
It's just poetry, isn't it?
It was unbelievable. that was in dressage, by the way.
Yeah.
It wasn't the show jumping hobby horsing, it was the dressage hobby
Yeah.
horsing. So, but, yeah. So good
right
to
into
watch.
it this year.
Yes. Okay. This has been Midlife Multis, and we'll catch you on the weekend. Check me out the Instagrams and follow us on the punt. Cheers.
Godspeed.